Hey squad, what's poppin'? It's me, your boy, Person here, and we are going to rate portraits. Portraits that are in standard and wild, meaning if you play minion, like Jaraxxus, you have a portrait. You have Jaina, have 1000 wins on Jaina, you have portraits. Those hero portraits. We don't talk about Battlegrounds. So we take the portraits, put them into a tier list, and then you can disagree with my opinion, because turns out opinions are based on different things and you will very likely disagree. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna rate all those hero portraits. The Jaina right here is the one that is going to be available soon. We have 1000 win portraits, we have normal portraits, we have pay to win portraits, we have Khadgar and Jaina. It's the unnerfed Jaina, by the way. We do have 5 rankings though. We have S, A, B, C, and D. I'm not sure if I need 5. Usually I go with 4. So I think we delete one of them. This should be fine. But how do I name this then? I bought Illyria in 2006, 6, at some point when this one was released. And I can tell you I never used it, not a single time. But I like the card back because it's the first alternate hunter hero. But it's pay to win, I put it into meh. He's a mage guy. He has an animated hero power. Card back looks pretty sick, and even back then, when Neville still streamed, he always used to Medivh card back on his NA account. It's still pay to win. For me, this one is an A. There's Magni. And you might wonder why is he S? He's the first alternate warrior. Most people who played that did not play pirate warrior back then. Number 2, he says buy my beard. Number 3, he looks like Regis. Obviously hate Anduin. I don't like priest as a class, and I hate that guy. I just dislike the priest class in general, but Anduin specifically. I never liked this. When I started playing Hearthstone, I watched Amas almost every single day. You know, his profile picture is Anduin. When I started playing and I faced the priest, I instantly conceded. It's not a meh. It's either an S or an A. This thing in golden looks incredibly good. And you can smoke with that. And the first time I got to legend, I used Garrosh, pirate warrior, and I went face. He in golden is beautiful. Jaina, ooh. Unnerfed Jaina is an easy S. Malfurion, I never liked this tree guy. He always reminded me of 6ix9ine. I think Malfurion looks really stupid. Like the green hair and stuff in golden, but normally I don't like that. Golden Rexxar has a golden arrow. I don't know, Hunter looks kind of boring. I would also put Rexxar into meh, even though he's smart and he goes in there and he knows how to hero power. I think Rexxar is meh. Thrall deserves an A. Shaman in golden was really bad, nobody played that. So when you encounter a shaman, you learn to appreciate the artwork. Also, don't forget, if you get a golden Thrall, you have 4 different totems animated in golden. Valeera is easy as. Easy as. Even if you get 1000 wins on Valeera, you still use the normal skin. You watch Eddie, you use Valeera. So that's an S. That's an easy S. Paladin. What do we do with Uther? I'm not sure if that is an A, or if we should reintroduce like a B in between. It was the first class I had in golden. He's very polite. He's a nice guy. I think he's high tier A. He's like bluish and purple and has an orb. As a warlock expert, over 4000 wins on that, he looks pretty sick. And I always like the glowing orb and the hero power. I played this guy the most out of all of them. Demon Hunter looks alright, but he doesn't look that pretty. It looks better than Anduin though, but not even as good as Rexxar, I think. We could take a look at the 1000 win portraits though, because this thing is 100% an S. This looks so sick in golden. Gotta say, Fire Mage Jaina is also really pretty. Not as good as the normal artwork or as that, but better than Godan, I think. Next to 1000 wins is this thing. It's a no. Because this one looks stupid. This one looks like a Halloween dress up, not like a hero. That's not how 1000 wins should look like. Maybe I should put that into meh, but I don't like it. Next one. And that is probably something weird for most of you. But I think this one is the prettiest 1000 win portrait. I think the eyeballs look sick. My favorite card back is from 2016, Whispers of the Odd Gods. And this thing is Cthulhu Warrior. I like this one a lot, like a lot. 1000 wins on Anduin. Actually gotta say this one is an A. Anduin normally looks kind of stupid, but buffed Anduin, you're kind of sick. Buffed Anduin looks great, I think. Let's go to Hunter though, because you're right about that. 1000 wins on Hunter, that looks so stupid. It's worse than Valeera. What is that? It's not pretty. It looks like a worse version of the original one. Another one an S. I think I put too many things in S. See, that's pretty. Uther is an A. I think normal Uther and 1000 wins Uther, they both look really similar. This guy is just older. Anduin at least got buffed. He just looked the other direction. I think this portrait looks really good. Like S tier level good, like S plus tier level good. 1000 wins on Thrall. You don't just get Thrall normally, but you get like War Chief Thrall. So he's not just badass, but he has a hammer. And the hammer is pretty sick. This thing. Do we have to talk about Druid? It just looks like Malfurion, but worse. It's like Rexxar, but worse, you know? That's my opinion though, and you can 100% disagree with me. I think it looks worse than Anduin. So next up, we have other stuff. So it looks better than normal Demon Hunter. Even the artwork doesn't, I don't know, the artwork doesn't look that good. But it looks better than normal Demon Hunter. It's either low A or high meh. Hazelbark though. That is an easy no. I hate that thing so much. That's the worst thing they ever made. Who thought about making Hazelbark? The sounds? Terrible? The face? Creepy? That is the worst thing they ever produced as a hero portrait. It is a tree. Did they get inspired by Pokemon and just take random objects they saw and thought, oh yeah, sure, let's put that into the game? While we talk about things that shouldn't exist. What is that? Lunara. Looks better than Mefurian, but still stupid. It's like a centaur with green hair. Almost all of the ones remaining are either going to be A, S, or S+, I think. Besides Nimsy. Nimsy is a meh, but the highest meh. It reminds me of the South Park character called Nimsy, and it just reminds me of Fen Creeper. Liadrin. That's a high A. From all the Paladin heroes, Liadrin is the highest A, for sure. I might be biased towards hating Priest. What do the cards say for me is like a meh. I don't want to know what the cards say. Tyrant. Hey, King Rastakhan has a giant forehead. I don't like it. I also don't like Rastakhan as an expansion. I like him more because he's animated, but he's also pretty bad. I think this guy looks sick. Might just be because I'm biased towards the color red, as we can see on this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. But this guy looks pretty. About KT, I'm not sure. I think he's exactly next to Thal, with a teal bluish color. He's like right there. Next, we got this thing. It sucks, but it doesn't suck as much as this. You face Mecha Jaraxxus in S tier. I spent $80 on pre-ordering I don't know what expansion, and I got myself a new favorite hero. So either high up here, might even be S+. He's Jaraxxus, which is also S. Would we still have Elise? Oh yeah. I have to say I like Elise more than the other two Druid heroes. I think I would put her next to Thunder King. If you use Well Played, it's a teaching moment or something like that. She is good for BM. Next is Ragnaros as a portrait from Major Domo that looks pretty. But you can also play that on Battlegrounds, which deranks this at least by 2. But it's really cool and animated, and I used it to get 500 wins on things. I will put Major Domo and Ragnaros therefore in S+. And I think Lady Varsh is at the very bottom of A. For a Shaman hero, she's good. I like her. Sylvanas also looks stupid. Hunter heroes don't look good. They are all like meh. Like meh. Also, you had to buy that. You couldn't even unlock that. Chatka, number 1 in S tier. I was really happy when I got that. Next is Paladin Man. And Paladin Man is also meh. Keep in mind, I didn't play World of Warcraft. I did not play World of Warcraft. I don't care about the lore at all. New Jaina. She is called Jaina Skoloman's girl whatever. Because it's new, and it's mage, and we already have mage a lot, this looks too meh. I would put it right there. She just looks boring. And lastly, Morgul. You have to ask one of your friends or your alt account, send yourself an email, and then recruit yourself. He says Morgul and stuff. And put Morgul in its own tier. You can't defeat Murlocs. But wait, Solem, you're out of portraits, but what about this portrait or the other portraits? Yeah, I forgot about them, okay? I kind of forgot that Death Knights exist, that Zul'jin exists, that Dr. Boom exists. I forgot about a couple. But I would say if you're here already, we might as well rank them together. Damn, that's bright. So we're gonna start with the amazing Reno because I would say he looks like a portrait. Anything else? I couldn't find a portrait picture. If you search on Google for any of those pictures as a portrait, it doesn't show up. You just get the card. He has to be S tier. Every single time you play him, you can click on the emote for amazing. He's like, ha, amazing. And it's so passive aggressive. You have to put him into S. Hagatha, that swamp monster, gotta go next to all the shamans in A. My boy Gul'dan as a Death Knight goes next to Mecha Jaraxxus. I mean, look at him. Boy, he's like wings and stuff. Who doesn't like wings? Next is Deathstalker Rex, and as every single hunter so far, it goes into meh. I just don't like how hunters look like. They could look better. In every MMO I play, I usually go with an archer class, somebody who has a bow, or somebody who is like a ranged ability, and hunter just looks meh. It's like he's going to shoot one arrow, misses, and then he's dead. Dr. Boom, the annoying genius, also gotta be a meh for me. I mean, I like the original Dr. Boom, but I think this suit looks so stupid. Then we got Frost Lich Jaina. I gotta say, she is shining golden and she makes elementals, and according to Grossguards' feat tier list, she is high up there. But there's somebody who is especially better than that, and that is Zul'jin. Zul'jin, for the first hunter hero, gotta be an S. And I would even say it's top of S, almost S+. Look at him, he is buff, he throws axe, he has white hair, he is green, he has so many colors. Next we got Mefurian the Pestilent, and I have to say, when I play Druid, I like it more than the normal portraits, but less than Elise. But it's still high up than whatever this one is. And better than Hunter for sure. For Garrosh, Scorchlord Garrosh, I will actually do something that I'm almost surprised by for myself. And that is putting it next to normal Garrosh in S+. If you've ever seen the Golden Weapon, Shadow Morn and Golden, and you played this in like Deadman's Hand Warrior, this one is beautiful. This is such a great art. And it's pretty much just Garrosh but in blue. Then we get Anduin, stupid priest, uses all his 0-cost hero powers to point at my face. Looks better than Rexa but worse than Deathstalker Rexa. His face is so weird. It doesn't fit. Maybe he needs glasses or something. Then we get DK Paladin. Looks better than Liadrin. I would even say I make it a low S tier. Higher than Arena though. The hammer is also great. Like every single class that has a golden weapon, they look great. And he has like 4 golden horsemen. I would even say it goes up here next to Fire Jaina. I would put him behind Druids, next to Demon Hunter. He's just like, oh, it's blue and there's snow. What do I do? Valera, you could say could go next to Valera because it's like her. But she's like disguised. She's like a rogue and stuff. I would put her behind Paladins and behind Priest, next to Medivh. And I think that's it. That is my final tier list. Morgul goes into smiley face category because Twitch had bullied me into that. S+ category is just pretty. S is almost as pretty as S+. I'm not sure how I explain the tier list. You see like words there. Isn't that self-explanatory? I think it is. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Solem. We stream on Twitch, as you probably have heard before. Leave a like if you hate my opinion. Leave a like if you like my opinion. And feel free to disagree. And let me know if you agree on Garrosh. This one is probably the most, forgot the word, hero. The one where you can't agree. Where you either say it's S+ because it looks amazing, or it's like a no because it looks really bad. For me, S+. I think this one is amazing art. I will now close this website. List for the tier list in the description down below in case you would like to make your own tier list and share it with your friends, I guess. And I will now get rid of the entire website because this is incredibly bright. This was almost blinding me. You could say it's blinding lights, like the song by The Weeknd. Take care.